What is going on, YouTube? It's the Green Shiz here. Happy Sunday. Happy day after Conor McGregor broke his ankle day. That dude is in rough shape. Send prayers. That dude should probably stop fighting. I think he's lost his last 3 fights between Justin Poirier and Floyd Mayweather. His record's probably almost at 500 now. Just hang him up, bro. It's over. Wanted to get on here. Hope everyone's having a great day. Everyone had a great week, I'm sure. Jumping into a new week, so go get them goals, man. Keep working hard towards what you're doing. Hard work, dedication pays off. Let me tell you, it's I do this little side hustle, I guess you can call it, selling, buying Pokemon, and I guess video games a little bit. Primarily just trading cards, but I do it later at night, 9 p.m. to midnight, sometimes 1 a.m., 3 to 4 hours, sometimes every night, sometimes every other night, depends on the day. But I put in the time. I work 9 to 5, have 2 kids, so after work, it's kids time, family time, till they go to bed, hang out with the wife. It's a grind. It's not the easiest thing to do, but I like working towards something. And God, I want to retire at the age of, it was 55, but now it's coming back down. I want to retire a little bit earlier. I'm 30 now. I want to retire early, and I'm busting my balls to do whatever I can to retire early. So here I am. I do YouTube because it originally started kind of as like a documentation type thing to remember kind of where I was, what I've done. It was cool recording, opening those World of Warcraft boxes. That was awesome. And I cannot wait to get those graded cards back from PSA. Those are going to be awesome. Most of them have never been graded, World of Warcraft cards, and they're older, early 2000s. 2004-ish when they first came out, I believe. So those cards are sweet. Can't wait to crack more of those. Probably buy another box soon because it's fun. Heritage Auctions just sent me something insane. Last time they sent me this was the video game booklet for the signature auction that just finished. We'll get into a little bit on that. But now they sent me the same type of thing for the trading card signature auction that's going off at the end of July. And this thing is amazing. Just a highlight of all the different stuff going on. You got Black Lotus, you got a Jinzo, it's only a PSA 8, so I don't know why it's on here. You got some of the original test Magic the Gathering cards. You have a Spectral Tiger unscratched from World of Warcraft. First time I've seen Heritage Auctions host a World of Warcraft card, so and there's only one in the whole auction. First edition Snorlax, first edition Raichu. Some of the fire cards, you have a Versus Series Sneasel, Versus Series Umbreon, both black labels. These are going to be 2 of the highlights of this auction. You got a PSA 10, I think it's, Blueback, it has the number, Mewtwo, and then this phone card Zapdos. This is only a PSA 9, so this is going to probably, I don't know, it's hard to guess, but I'd say a little bit below 10 grand, I'd assume. An insane number of booster boxes. Like, you're ready for prices to drop. They're dropping. Let me just show you how many different booster boxes. So first off, a sealed case of Base Unlimited is being auctioned. This photo shows what's being auctioned. Insane. The number of booster boxes, all of these. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 fossils, 5, 6 fossils, 6 first edition Team Rockets. They felt the need to picture each one of these and not put a 6X next to it. Similar scenario here, 6 Gym Challenge, couple Neo Genesis, like absolutely insane. More Neo Genesis. 3 more first edition Neo Genesis. If you've ever wanted to see the lowest ever price for a booster box, it's going to happen at the end of this month, just because the sheer quantity that's popping off at the same time. There's so many. And all of you uncut sheet fans, you have a Team Rocket uncut sheet, multiple Charizards, not first edition. You have a Black Star Promo Pichu, and then you have Black Star Promo Arcanine uncut sheet. Just insane. There's a lot of Magic cards graded. Lots of Magic cards. That's cool. Pokemon 2000 trophy. These 2 cards are Zapdos cards I'm chasing. Kind of out of reach for me. Pretty expensive. We'll see where they end, but it's, what day is this on? July 24th. So if you're not registered for this, like all of these, if you're not registered for this, get out there, check it out, because just insane. I was lucky enough when I was down at CollectCon, they had a Heritage Auctions had a case set up, and inside of that case they had a bunch of these cards. So I saw that the Black Label Umbreon, I saw this Zapdos, saw the Sneasel, and the first edition base set booster box that's selling. It's probably on the first page. Yeah, it's right on the back cover. First edition base set booster box. It's got a dent in it, so it'll be interesting. But you got first edition LOB, that's about 80 grand. Just this booklet itself is awesome. I don't know who gets these. I don't know why. I'm assuming it's because I've spent money there on their auctions, but the HD images in this, just flip through this, it's crazy. I think if you go and buy this, I think it's $50. But it is awesome. You got complete sets being auctioned. You have like a 102 of a 102 complete base set unlimited, all graded by CGC. Similar case for Jungle and Fossil. A PSA 10. Look at 2 full pages. This is a big book. PSA 10 and a PSA 9. You got a thick stamp and a thin stamp. Here's an educational lesson. Which one's the thin stamp? Which one's the thick stamp? There's Charizard 1, Charizard 2. Which one's a thin? Which one's a thick? This one is the thick stamp. Know why that is? The width of the one is what determines thick or thin. The width of the one. That's hard to see. So as you'll see here, this one's much thinner. So, thick stamps are more sought after. Gray stamps definitely pull a premium. Thick, thin doesn't really, most times, unless you find somebody really looking for that card to complete a certain set. This is going to be way bigger auction. Look, you got even a complete 16 of 16 Shadowless set, graded by CGC. Average grade of an, oh no, that's first edition. Pokemon first edition base set, complete trading cards set, CGC graded. Lot includes the complete first edition set, all 102 cards. And the Charizard's a 9. The average grade, ooh, a first edition 9.5 Mewtwo. That is pretty crazy. Quad 9.5s. The Blastoise was 0.5 away from a 9.5. That is going to sell nicely. But I'm sure it will be undervalued. Most of this, almost honestly, most of the Pokemon stuff I see selling Heritage goes below market value. Keep that in mind. Like I just bought that shadowless structure deck with the gold strip on there. The cheapest one on eBay is $4,000, and the last one I know sold for about $700 a year and a half ago, and it has boomed since then. It has definitely not gone back to that price for the gold strips. So, yeah, keep an eye out for this. This is going to be insane in 2 weeks. I cannot wait. That'll be awesome. So, video game auction. Let's get into that. Video game auction finished today, section 2 and section 3 of the the big climax video game auction, because they do it weekly, as I've mentioned. This was their big one. They don't do them very frequently, and I missed it. I was at a kid's birthday party. Rip. That sucks, but it's the way it goes when you're living life. So I was able to catch it a little bit, and in general, the prices of video games continue to drop a little bit. Honing in on Pokemon, looking at just I don't even think any Yu-Gi-Oh games sold. Anyways, looking at just Pokemon, there's a bunch of Pokemon games that sold, and people are pumping them into the market because they saw what prices they reached, and the prices are coming down. Like, for example, my Lugia Silver version 9.4 A+, that did sell in the last signature auction for $14,000, just sold for just under $6,000. So that price has come down hard. And I think a lot of it is people pump these in there because there's a bunch of Pokemon games. Probably outshined every other type besides maybe Mario. Because there's so many different versions of Mario, all the different systems. There's just tons of Pokemon on here. And the price in general took a little dip. A big example of that is that 9.8 A++ Sapphire version sold for only $36,000. I'm pretty sure one of those sold for about $60,000. Oh, it's almost half of the price it was just a few months ago. So it's definitely seeing a dip. Similar to the high-end Pokemon, all of it. All the high-end Pokemon's kind of dipping in general. So, like, I track the Zapdos card. So, like, a PSA 10 Zapdos went from $10,000. The last sold was PWCC under $5,000. So, that's just a snapshot, one card. Obviously, there are cards still going up. Revelation's been doing really good still. So it's pretty wild. The video games are insane. There was a video game that sold for over $1 million today for the first time ever. See if it actually sold. Hopefully the guy goes public with it, because you can't really tell with Heritage. But it was like $1.5 million for a Nintendo 64 Super Mario. Which is insane. That's so much. $1.5 million for a video game. Obviously, the video game market touches so many more people than trading cards. At least, I know tons of boys and girls, obviously, that grew up playing Nintendo 64, Mario Party, Mario Yoshi's World, all these different Mario games, and obviously some Pokemon. Some girls like Pokemon. I'd say it's probably 90% men, 10% women, something around there. But video games are just so much more organic, and a lot of time was spent playing these games. So there's so much nostalgia for them. And similar to comics, man, they're gonna be expensive as hell. In 30 years, we'll look back at this type of auction and be like, wow, I cannot believe 4, 8, 12, 16, 24 Pokemon games just sold in one day, all under $50,000. It's going to be insane. We're going to be like, wow, why didn't I buy that? because, not to pump it at all, I care less. I don't really want to sell my silver version at all. I just have the one game, and obviously I'm reporting the price is crashing. It more than halved. It's like a third now what it was 3-ish months ago. So it is what it is, but man, it is. People can hold it like a comic. Comics are absolutely insane. Insane. Like first print, Batman, Spider-Man, just untouched by any other collection. Obviously, besides maybe currency or actual art pieces from artists like Van Gogh and stuff. That's in a different category. But media, video games, I think are right there with comics. So that'll be interesting. But that's all I really got. Man, honestly, think about the what's next. What is the next media to get taking off? What do you think it is? I had mentioned in my last video VHSs, because I'll be damned, they look, it's like a video game. You have it sitting in this case. You see the front art. You can see the back art. These are some of your favorite actors of all time. You've watched this movie 30 times. You saw it in theaters as a kid. It warms your heart when you see that VHS tape that you popped in several times. I own 0 sealed VHS tapes. I've been thinking about it. They're not the cheapest, but they're cheaper than video games. That's for dang sure. So just be ahead of the curve. Know what you're doing and get out there and buy it. Make smart decisions. Be educated. Don't mess up. Peace.